first, okay? Can everybody hear me loud and clear? Good evening, everyone. If you can see me, please say hello to Mr. Lu. Okay, this is the first time I do a live while walking. You all know I do a lot of exercise, right? Walking exercise. But yes, can I do a sound check first with everybody? Okay, sound check and video check. Can everybody hear me loud and clear? Hello, EH, good to see you. Family, good to see you. Everybody, good to see you. Sounds good. Okay, can hear. Is the visuals clear as well? Oh, sound is good. Okay, is the visuals clear? Okay, visuals is clear. Okay, very very good. Okay, yes. Hello, good evening, everybody. Okay, guess where I am right now? Okay, I can't see very clearly, so I'm going to do this. Can see your what? Ah, okay. Some of you all may have recognized that I'm actually back in Singapore. Yes, yes. So I'm actually back in Singapore. I just arrived this morning. Yes. Okay, good. Okay. So everybody, sorry, I'm just putting my spectacles down. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Stay safe and healthy. Yeah. So, no, Kate is not singing tonight. How come you got no jet lag? The jet lag will happen later. Meaning the jet lag means that I will start living in Europe time zone. I'll live in Europe time zone and not yeah. I'll live in Europe time zone and not in Singapore time zone. That means that I will not be able to sleep later, which is now, and then I will no, I won't be able to sleep later, but I will sleep at maybe 3, 4 a.m. that kind of thing. Yeah, very very painful. Okay, anyway, that's life. I've been living this kind of life for a long time. I just try to adjust my camera stand so that everything's fine. Okay, good. So yesterday, DPM Lawrence Wong actually gave the entire Siu Qing, good to see you too. Chai Ling, good to see you. DPM Lawrence Wong gave a full budget speech. It was a very interesting budget speech. I listened to probably maybe 80-90% of it while I was in the airport, and actually I was deciphering it. I was going through customs, so some part I dropped off. Then in the airplane, I tried to catch up part of it and things like that. So there's quite a lot of changes that are happening, which I thought is very interesting. I will not repeat what the policy has been done. I'll give you my view, okay, of just those that are particularly that are unique to CPF and housing. How about that, okay? In fact, my views are also being captured in a Channel News Asia interview. So when the minute I touched down, I wash up, take a rest, and afternoon I was there actually giving an interview with Channel News Asia. So Channel News Asia actually interviewed me, and the interview I actually gave basically this view. So I'm giving you a heads up of what I said. Okay, Kim Yao, good to see you, CC, and yes, everybody please give a like. Nowadays it's very difficult to ask you all for a like. Very painful. Okay. Yes. So let me just cover a few things first. Okay. Uh, First of all, a lot of people are discussing whether the CPF changes are good or not good. I will break them up into CPF for retirement and CPF changes uniquely a housing policy. Those housing policy, let's call them housing policy. Let's not call them CPF policy. Okay. So I think let's talk about the CPF changes first. So if I were to take a high level view of it right now, let me say that the policy are directionally correct. We need those policies, but unfortunately now is not a good time to implement those policies. Yeah, so I think that's essentially my take on on the issues. So that's the high levels of it. The timing is not perfect, okay? But that's it. If I'm the government, when is the perfect timing, right? So I think what the government does is that they recognize that it is not a good timing. So they kind of cushion the effect with a lot of assurance packages and things like that to cushion the effect. But yeah, if you agree what I say, okay, the direction of the policies are correct for CPF, but the timing is bad, give a like, okay, so that I know, okay, give a like. Um, Let me explain why I think is not perfect, okay. I gave the interview with Channel News Asia, and this is exactly what I said. Let me just pull out my notes, okay. So, so let's talk about the one that actually impact a lot of the middle class. The increase in the CPF ceiling from 6,000 to 8,000. Okay, see 6,000, 8,000. Is that good or bad? I want to get everybody's opinion. Is that good or bad? Okay. So maybe for some people who did not catch that policy, right now your CPF cap, okay, is $6,000, meaning that if your salary is $6,000, okay, sorry, it's $8,000. If your salary is $8,000, you can only contribute up to $6,000. That means that extra $2,000, you got no CPF contribution from it. So in some sense, they allow more take-home pay. But then you get less for your retirement. Okay. So yes, I'm back in Singapore. Yes, I just arrived this morning. Now it is a something mix. So on a good thing is that your CPF. So let's say your income is above is $8,000 and above. In the past, you could only contribute up to $6,000. Now you can contribute up to $8,000. Okay, so the additional CPF that you can get from that 2,000 extra dollars of income is $2,000 times 37%, which is what's 2,074? It's 740 or something like that. Let me just calculate. Okay, 2,000 times 37%, yeah, is $740. Okay, so you get $740 more. Okay, from the extra 2,000. So anybody with income above $8,000, you will get 700. You'll get $740 more into your CPF. So that's good for retirement, right? Well, the direction is correct because as things become more expensive and your retirement needs goes up and things like that. So therefore, you need to contribute more to your CPF. So the policy is directionally correct, but unfortunately, this is a bad timing. Why is it a bad timing? Right now, you have got inflation, you have got inflation, you've got weak economy. So all of us have some threat over our jobs and pay rise and things like that. A lot of people say, "Wow, my take-home pay is a lot less," and things like that, right? So in other times, it will be the great policy. Now, okay, now it is not necessarily a good timing. So it is a right policy, but the timing is bad. Okay, but that said, is there a time that is any better? It's very debatable. Okay, I would actually say that it is a good policy, a policy that is right in the direction, but policy in the right direction, but it is uh, the timing is not perfect. It's arguable whether the timing can be more perfect in certain time whatsoever, but it's really hard to say, right? So I actually think that that this policy that actually increases CPF is actually increase CPF is actually a good policy because we need more in our CPF. But you may not realize this. A lot of us. There's only a small, not small group, only a group of people are affected by this. You need to have an income above $6,000 and annual income below, sorry, uh, an annual income below 102,000. Okay. Now you may not realize this. It's very mathematical. That's why policymakers need to make the marketing and communication of it easier. you cannot contribute more than $37,740. 37, mark down this word, $37,740, 37740 per year per job. You cannot contribute more than 37,740 a year. And if you work that out, is I think $102,000 a year. That means this policy only affects, that means the increase of the CPF cap from 6,000 to 8,000 only affect those people with monthly income above 6,000 but below 102,000. So actually my monthly income may be $6,000, but I got, let's say, 18-month bonus. So my annual, not 18-month bonus, my 6 months bonus, which very few people have. I'm just saying, okay, 6-month bonus. So actually, that policy doesn't affect you because there is a cap already put in that you cannot exceed 37,740 a year. So actually, only a middle class gets squeezed. The very rich will not have any impact, do not enjoy this cap increase. The people with lower income below $6,000 also don't get don't get affected. So actually only the middle class gets affected. Whether it's positive or negative depend how you view it. Okay, I actually think it's a positive move, but the timing is bad because a lot of people right now struggling. This group of people are now struggling with low income, not low income, sorry, middle income, high expenditures, high inflation, and so on. So only that these class of people get affected. So actually, this I don't know how big this group is, but it's not everybody get infected lah. So let's not get emotional. Let's not get emotional over these changes because only a group of people get affected. Okay, which is may not be trivial, but it's not really a lot of people get affected. Okay, and as much as everybody, but the timing of it may not be good. Now, fortunately, the government is going to phase out this thing over 4 years, right? So, a bit at a time. I actually don't know whether is it 25%, 25%, 25%, 25%, that kind of changes. My guess it is probably is, but the impact of it is not to everybody. So just put things into perspective that not everybody's going to get affected by it. Okay. So this is the first thing. But on the other hand, to the businesses, to the individual, it's actually a trade-off. A trade-off meaning that I give up current income for future better retirement. So at least there's trade-off. There's give and take, and then you get higher interest, compounding effect, and blah blah blah. So it's not so bad. But on the other hand, for businesses, it's a totally different story altogether. Okay. For businesses, you actually get a worse off situation. You will get hit by higher. You get hit by higher CPF payments. So it's all bad for businesses from that perspective. So I don't see, and this is now a terrible time for businesses, especially small businesses. A lot of our businesses are heavy labor intensive, and the more labor intensive you are in your businesses, the more labor intensive you are in business, the more you get hit. So actually, this policy is a bad time because right now, in the highly inflation environment, and there's a stagflationary pressure right now. Actually, it's a very bad time to implement this. So I actually think that while it is a right policy, if this is implemented good time is good, but this is implemented in probably one of the bad time, probably one of the worst time in the last I wouldn't say the worst time is the bad time. Okay, so that part, if you agree with me, give like your bosses won't like it. People who are fellow entrepreneurs will understand why I say I know I don't like it. Yeah, because it is a very painful thing for business owners. Okay, yeah. So let me go to the next point. Okay, uh, how would this impact Singaporeans' ability to save up for retirement? Okay, um, actually, I think I actually don't think that it is while the it increases the CPF contribution for the fellow workers. It it really helps mainly to speed up the special account and the MediSave account topping up. But on the other hand, on the ordinary account, it looks like you're contributing more, but our mortgages have gone up a lot. The mortgages has gone up a lot because of higher interest payment, coupled with higher housing prices. So new houses that people buy, actually, new houses that people buy, you actually have a higher mortgage as well. So the increase in the CPF contribution from the $6,000 to $8,000 actually probably is all makan up by the increase in interest rate and housing and the mortgages. So actually, the full effect is not as strong as I hope. Yeah. So in that sense, this policy cannot be seen isolated and just say, oh, looking at this is good or is bad. It need to be seen in the backdrop of inflation, housing inflation, goods and service inflation, and so on. So in that sense, you know, how many of you are now paying higher mortgages right now? Say me. How many of you are paying a lot more housing mortgages right now? I want to hear from you guys. Yeah, anybody? Only Eric. Okay. Yeah, Chai Hok also, Eric also. How many of you are paying higher mortgages right now? You okay, Cynthia, good to see you. I got so little loan and I also see so the increase in CPF in the OA mainly will be used to makan up by the higher mortgage payment. So actually the policy increase actually is a lot used to catch up, do catch up. I would say used to do catch up. Okay, so mm, okay, so but for businesses, it's a really bad timing. I said it before. I'm going to say it with a lot more elaboration right now. Recently, businesses, your costs have for business owners, the costs have gone up in many aspects. The GST has gone up 1%. Okay, inflation has gone up a bit, and then you have got you know, staff force going up and things like that. A little bit, all add together. So this is where the infamous Malay phrase, sikit sikit lama lama jadi bukit. Okay, sikit sikit lama lama jadi bukit. A little bit add together can make one huge gigantic mountain. So it is a painful thing for businesses. Now, a lot of the workers, the platform workers, the gig economy workers is going to be is going to be is going to be enjoying a CPF moving forward. Okay, so government has implemented those people below 30 years old in the gig economy platform workers. They call it platform workers, your Deliveroo, your Grab drivers and things like that. Those under 30 years old will enjoy CPF contribution from themselves and also from themselves and also from the company that they work in as well. And that's actually directionally a good thing. What I'm not sure is why they only give it to those people that are 30 years old and below. I think what they want to do is to be more considerate for those people who are above 30 years old. Most likely these people have families and things like that. So they don't want to hit them as hard. Okay. Hello, Billy. Guys, there are less than 1/5 of you have given a like. Can you please give a like, please? I want to strongly encourage everybody to give a like, please. I really we really appreciate this and thank you. Okay. What I'm not sure is why the government did not implement at least verbalize the plan for those people above 30 years old. A lot of people in the gig economy will have no CPF contribution, no money for HDB purchases in a CPF whatsoever. We need to implement all this. We need to implement a full CPF regime for all the gig workers. I don't see why we cannot contribute this. I would just say this: a lot of the platform companies, the Deliveroo, the Grab, and all, they are huge amount of funding. Huge amount of funding. Okay, so huge amount of funding. So, um, so I don't think they need to be that concerned about profitability. Yeah. So I don't think I think implementation of this policy will be fantastic. Okay. Maybe I segue right now. Segue before I segue now to talk about property, which is a big impact to everybody. Anybody has any comments on the increase in the CPF contribution cap from 6,000 to 8,000, and all the changes on this, or any questions on CPF? So these are questions. These are actually questions asked to me by Channel News Asia. I actually give comments on it. So while the take home pay is less, okay, for a middle class group of people, but they at least there's a trade off, higher retirement. The timing of it could be better, but that said, I'm not too sure whether there's always a perfect timing. Okay, we'll talk about housing in a short while. But on the other hand, you know, yeah, exactly. Some people, your salary is never hit $6,000, doesn't impact you also. One of my company, I know this is a bit funny. Okay, uh, one of my company, that I work for, they didn't pay me above $6,000. So from that stream, no impact to me. Yeah, the group of people talk very loudly, so I'm gonna walk away. Okay, it's like pay cut. People with young families right now need cash for now. Yeah, I can understand. Okay, I can understand. Uh, I can understand the struggle. Okay, pay. The impact is about, if you calculate it, the impact. Okay, let's say your currently pay is now above $8,000. This impact is actually $400. Okay, so it's 20% of $2,000. So it's $400. For people with an income of $8,000, $400 is about 5%. So 5%说多不多，说少不少, not that big an impact. So I wouldn't say that is that big an impact. Okay, yeah. So there are a lot of people like me actually hope, wow, this is a damn good thing. You increase from 6,000, 8,000, I can top up more. But the government very smart. Okay, there's a cap, 37,740. You cannot go beyond that. Yeah, no impact on me. Yeah, okay. Okay, 6% interest, the Fed will do it. Okay, I'm just trying to read. Okay, so let me ask final time before we go to housing. Okay, do you think, okay, uh, you know, maybe I ask it this way. Okay, how many of you are impacted positively by this policy, or impacted negatively by this policy changes, or no impact at all? Okay, that means positive impact, negative impact, or no impact. Can you please write so that I know? Yeah, positive, negative, or no impact. Okay, no impact, like no difference. Okay, no impact. Yeah, you lost weight now. Negative, no impact. More CPF, no impact. Positive for me, negative. Okay, positive, no impact, negative. So okay, so you can see it's mix. It's mixed. Some winners, some losers. Some winners, some negative. So I think what the policy makers need to do is to go straight to those people who are negatively impacted, uh, and go straight to those people that are impacted, and provide some help. Okay, that I understand. Okay, so I think it is really not so not so big an impact. Okay, yeah, not so big an impact. Not so clear an impact. So I say again, for those people who say, "Wow, my take home pay reduced," not that much lah. Yeah, not that much lah. Okay. is only maximum $400. If your pay is 8,000, if your pay is $8,000, okay, I if your pay is $8,000, $400 is not that much. Okay, why not go back to 2020? That is quite a that is also another policy I think government are probably thinking of. I don't know. Okay, let's talk about housing, shall we? Okay, I think among all the housing changes, there are quite a few housing changes. There's one that basically says that new first timers, they give $30,000 more. Okay, $30,000 more to help them buy resale flats. And then there's another one that actually they whack higher stamp duties onto those high-end houses and things like that. Up to now, is it 5% or 6%? I can't remember. Okay, from a current 3 or 4%. So all these I actually increase. Luxury cars also gonna hit and things like that. Uh, I don't know. Let's talk about the first thing first. Okay. A lot of people actually said that, hey, the increase in the increase in the housing rebates, no, the housing grant by $30,000, okay, will actually will actually cause the seller to jack up their prices. Now, so from an economics point of view, if you have an increase in demand, okay, increase in demand, whether the increase in price is borne by the seller or the consumer depends on whether the supply is limited or supply is in abundance. If the supply is limited, okay, if a supply is limited, then the increase in demand will cause the entire price increase to be borne by the consumer. And if the supply is very in abundance, then the increase in price will be borne by the seller. So, who do you think will bear? What do you think will happen when the government throw in a very nice and generous grant for all the first timers? Who will bear? What will happen to the prices? I want to ask everybody: will prices be flat or go up? Okay, up or flat? I want to hear everybody say. Okay, yeah, supply is yeah, go up, go up, yeah, up. Okay, exactly. Prices will go up, 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 up for sure, right? Because okay, so in time to come, the government is releasing 100 and over thousand BTOs whatsoever. In time to come, the impact will be less. But right now we have a housing inflationary bubble, and that is exactly hi strawberry, good to see you. That is exactly what will cause you go and pour literally. I think in classical economics, they actually say when there's an inflationary fire, you don't stimulate the economy some more. Okay, right now there is an inflationary fire, and you can pour oil into fire. What will happen? The fire will burn even brighter, right? Yeah. Yes, I'm in Singapore. Thank you. So, so I think that in the short run, this might cause prices to spike. Okay. Yes. My hair is growing. Yeah. We talk about hair later. Yeah, in the dark it always looks a lot better. Okay. Yeah, so it is actually a very inflationary measure. So I'm not too sure whether it help or not help. So that cannot be the policy alone. If you want to introduce a policy, it must be accompanied by another policy that rein in the prices. If not, okay, yeah, if not, then the price will shoot up and it defeat the entire purpose, right? Okay. So I actually don't think it's a that good an idea right now. Okay. Again, less than half of you given a like. If you agree with me that right now, if you throw if you throw the housing grant of a big magnitude, it will just cause more inflation in the housing sector. Give me a like, please. Yes. Is it safe to what? This is Singapore. Singapore is very, very safe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Prices shoot out. Yep. So we need to solve the supply problem, and the supply problem will be solved when the BTO 100,000 units come out. But by then, maybe you don't need this policy. Yeah, we need to rein in the prices. That's what we need to do. We need to rein in the prices, and that cannot be cannot be Mickey Mouse policies, Mickey Mouse cooling measures. Okay, yes. Uh, okay, yes. I'm in Toh Guan Park. Wow, you can recognize. Very good. Okay. So the other measures of cooling, not I don't think I meant to be cooling property, implementing those high stamp duties, all this. I think it's just rob the rich and rob the rich and give the poor. So that's why I always say, everybody wants to buy big houses, right? Then you are classified as rich. Okay. If you are rich, but if you live poor, the government usually don't touch you. Do you recognize that? So if you have a lot of money, but you live in a HDB, you drive simple car, live simply, the government usually leave you alone. It's only when you go and buy expensive big houses, big cars, and then they whack and whack and whack and whack. Then you open up yourself. Okay, open yourself on being robbed by the government. Rob is the wrong word. Being penalized, for being too well to do. So what is worse is those people that are poor but try to pretend to live rich. Wow, that is the worst, man. Right? Okay. So not rich trying to live rich, you sell liao, you kena you kena those those high taxation and all this. Yeah. So but it's quite common. I think it's in the right place. Nobody will blame the government for, in that sense, a progressive tax by progressive by robbing the rich and giving the poor kind of thing. Yeah. Okay. Yes. All right. Cool. Okay. So I think that's more or less my reflection of the CPF and the housing scheme. I don't see that. I don't see. This is my personal reflection. As just to sum up, I think that the CPF policies implemented are the right policy, but the timing is bad because of our inflationary and economic environment. Okay. As for the housing policy, they are potentially inflationary in nature and needs to be accompanied by other policies that rein in property prices. If not, property sellers will take an opportunity and raise prices. Okay. Why is your background so quiet? It's almost midnight now, leh. Okay, maybe I stop walking. Can you see my environment here? Okay, yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, it's a very nice, quiet area. Okay, yes, it's Jurong East. Yes, very nice area. Okay, Europe looks nicer. No, Europe is very cold, very uncomfortable. Okay, can you stop talking about ghosts and all this? I absolutely don't believe in this kind of thing. Yeah. Okay. The only ghosts, the only ghosts that will exist are those are those ghosts. It's called inflationary ghosts. Okay. You come in higher prices and come and bite you. That one is quite scary. Okay. Yes. Yeah, in Singapore is the only place I can walk in the night, without keep looking back and see whether anybody following me. Uh, those kind of environment are more scary. In Europe, I walk every 10 20 steps. I look behind and see anybody following me, not. And I must say that maybe 5% of the time I actually have people following me. Yeah. How often do I walk? Every day. I walk 12 kilometers. So as you can see, I already talked half an hour. I've been walking half an hour. Yeah. So the reason why I walk is I touch down, I straight away go Newton Circle. How many of you been to Newton Circle since it reopened? Wow, I whack the whack the Olua and the Hokkien, not Hokkien Mee, sorry, Olua and the Chai Dao Kueh and satay and so much. Yeah. So I better walk a bit. What's your view on the recent CPI? Okay, so I actually, before the CPI numbers came out, I actually foresee that the CPI, the inflation, Wait, some guy with a bicycle with our music. I actually foresee that the inflation fall will not be that significant. Yeah, so because a lot of people going out to go and buy things and drive the inflation up again. I call it a Siamo, Sam, SAM, Siamo, cannot hold back their purchases. You know, a bit of a bit of success in the CPF only all go out and spend money. Then it caused the whole thing to spike again. 真是的. Yep. Okay. So the CPI has fallen, but it's not fallen fast enough. That's the worst thing. Okay. So while the fall is continuing, it's just not falling fast enough. So that part, yeah, be seen. Okay. Uh, okay. But I'm surprised that the US stock market did not crash. Okay, I think right now everybody is quite resilient to some of these inflationary numbers already. So in that sense, I think it's good. Okay, yeah. By the way, let's talk about something casual. How's my hair? Okay, do you see progress in my hair? I didn't realize, didn't remember, the last time I have got hair of this magnitude is probably in my early 20s. Uh, so, uh, uh, so, so my hair right now has came back, and I remember that when I was young, as a teenager and so on, I actually had curly hair. So actually, I have a bit of curly hair coming back right now. So it's quite refreshing. You can see, okay. So yeah, so clearly the one of the for sure way of getting back to solve balding problem is actually hair transplant. Yeah, I did it in Korea. I did in Korea, but I think it's important that you do the hair transplant. You do the hair transplant, and you follow up with good hair care and things like that. Yeah, more handsome than Tom Cruise. It's so funny. Okay, it cost me $12,000 for the full transplant. Yeah, I hope so as well. More hair, more stock market growth. Yes, I use minoxidil as well. I didn't use that much. I just started. I was in KL when I was told that minoxidil will help. So, but I was reminded by a fellow 1965 community member who is a pharmacist himself. He said that too much minoxidil can cause high blood pressure. So I got a bit careful. So I just put sparingly. Yeah. Any lotion to turn white hair into black? A lot those coloring one yeah. So let's not talk about hair loss. Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So does everybody agree with my observation? Yes. When are you bring the hair transplant to Singapore? I mean, I can make arrangement for people who wants to go and make a hair transplant. I can set up a business chain to make that happen for anybody who wants to do that. Yeah, we are trying to do something along those lines. Yeah. PC data coming out today. Oh, I didn't know that. What time is it coming out? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So with that, I hope that you know. I hope that this put a perspective into some of the policy impact. Okay. There's coming. Yeah. I don't have minoxidil is supposed to use for those with high blood pressure, but has a side effect of growing hair. Oh, is it? I didn't know. Okay, was the hair transplant painful? Yes, it was very, very painful. That's okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. Will China's stock market go bullish? I don't know, man. Yeah. Difficult to say. I think it already went up already. What happened that day as many steps? Oh, the internet died. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the internet died. So halfway, the last part of it I cut off. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Lu, how do you transit from a single corporate join to multiple jobs? Make your CPF gao gao. I become a consultant to a few companies, plus some of them are my own companies, so that pays me a salary. Yeah. So Tesla rally, yes, Tesla is rallying. Yeah, Tesla is rallying a lot. I walk 12 kilometers in this park. Oh, no, no, no. So what I normally do in my exercise is that I break up my exercise into a few blocks, usually 2 to 3 blocks. Everywhere I go, I try to walk a lot. In the airport, I walk for an hour plus. On the plane, in the behind the where there are spare place, I walk a bit. It's quite difficult, but I try to walk a little bit, and so on. My back pain, some part fixed is some part not fixed. Yeah, weak is not something I'm thinking of. What if you completely bald? I don't think it will happen for quite some time now. Yeah. Do you run? I used to run until I overran and injured my hip. Yes, I have jet lag issues, which is why I'm yeah. Well, trying to arrange for next Monday. Next Monday to go down to JB and do some of those live stream. Yeah. Got money bonus also can settle. Yes. Can sleep after exercise. I'm just walking only, just taking a stroll, so it's okay. Now I want to encourage everybody. This one, if you agree, please give a like. What's the point of having all the money in the world if you got shit health? You agree with me? What's the point of having all the money in the world if you got shit health? Okay, so I I came from a 90 kilogram weight, and some of you have seen before, right? So 90 kilogram. You agree with me? Yeah. From 90 kilogram to what am I today? 74, 73 plus. Okay, so that kind of drop, wow, life transforming, man. So a lot of people wrote to me recently and say that I'm 174. Okay, so it's very very important, right? Once you slim down, you look better, you feel better, you look better, your energy is higher. You look at yourself, you're so shook, right? Yeah. Okay. So secret of weight loss. Look at what I'm doing right now. I walk every day. I cut down. I cut down on my carbo intake. Uh, I cut down my carbo intake and I walk a lot and do intermittent fasting. It works. It really works. Really works. Okay. Yeah, it really works. So I encourage everybody. Okay, I encourage everybody to, as much as this channel is about how to manage your wealth and things like that, learn, learn from learn the inspiration. Hope you get inspired by me, yeah, to live a healthier life. Yeah. No, I don't like to be cute. By 90 kilogram, it's terrible. Mr. Lu, I just graduated from uni and wonder if I should be transferring my CPF OA to MA and SA or invest my money into OA and endowers. Okay, I would just say you don't need to. You gotta be careful because you need to buy your HDB. Your HDB is very important, and nowadays HDB prices are very high. You need to at least make sure that you have you need to at least make sure that you have got enough for the purchase of HDB. Once you settle that first, then the rest of it will be okay. Then you can do S&P 500. You can do your SA. Or I always say that uh, forming a financial safety net with a SA to my opinion, is the most important, because if you don't get that correct, then when the stock market go up and down, you will panic. Yeah. Uh, okay. Yeah. So in Singapore, walking is a bit hot now. So that, but not so comfortable. Okay. So I'm going to Monday. I'm going into JB with Dragon Tan. He arranged for me to meet some Malaysian property agent and things like that. So we're gonna do house hunting together. And in Malaysia, we'll do a live stream and give you an update of a Singapore property market. How about that? The Singapore property market potentially right now is going to a tailspin. Okay, potentially. Okay, he will give you the update because he has a pulse on the ground. What's happening right now? Okay, and I think the crash, the not at least the softening is, I think, is coming. Okay, let him update. I'm not the property expert. I don't work in property sector. He will tell you. And when I'm in Malaysia, I will live stream three things. Okay, or at least shoot video or three things. I'll show you very beautiful houses. I'm not selling, neither is Dragon Tan. Okay, I'll show you beautiful houses. I show you damn good Malaysian food. Okay, and we'll do a live stream to talk about Singapore property. How about that? Cool? You want? Okay. Yeah. If you want, you want to give a like, please. Okay, then I know. Okay. If you want me to do that, say I want. Yeah, then at least I know. Okay. Live stream houses, live stream food, and last one is talk about property. How about that? I cannot tell you the time right now because I don't know. I don't know what's the. I don't know what's my schedule like. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. One. Okay. Everything one. Okay. Before some property experts come and tell you that Mr. Lu, what an idiot you are. You buy Malaysian property, sure lose money one. Okay, you cannot rent out, ringgit depreciate, and the house price appreciation sucks. Yeah, you stupid idiot, you can buy Malaysian property for what? Okay, so I'm not there to encourage you to go and buy. For me, I'm just buying a retirement house. I shook. I buy and just leave it there. I don't need to make money out of it. I don't think you can make much money. I don't think you can make much money out of Malaysian property. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So go there, enjoy. For some of you may want to retire. Why don't you organize a tour? We follow you for makan. Don't want lah. Little responsibility so high. Oh lah. Don't. Yeah. A lot of experts on YouTube keep saying won't have property crash. I don't know. They could be right. I'm not an expert. Okay. But globally, everyone is crashing. I say this for the record, okay? I say this for the record. Listen, US property prices are falling. UK property prices falling. Australia property prices are falling. Korean property prices are falling. Hong Kong property prices are falling. China property prices are falling. Everywhere globally property prices are falling except Singapore. Yes, our economy is unique and things like that. Never do I remember, I could be wrong, never do I remember a case where globally everybody's property prices fall and we didn't fall. I think it's simply just a lag effect, okay? And I hope that is not a case where the bubble blow up so high and suddenly one big burst, then we have a disaster in the country, okay? I hope not. Okay. No, I when I say I want to buy a retirement home and in Malaysia doesn't mean once I retire I stay completely in Malaysia. No, it could be 2 or 3 days there, 4 or 5 days here, or 4 or 5 days there, and you just enjoy both sides. I don't see why the government would be unhappy about that. Yeah, you get to enjoy the best of both worlds. How many of you agree with me? Malaysia food tastes better than Singapore. How many of you agree? If you agree, say agree. Malaysia food is better than Singapore. At least JB. If you agree, say agree. Okay? It's not only cheaper, it tastes better. Okay? Yeah. Confirm plus chop, right? Yes, agree or not? If you disagree, say disagree. But Malaysia food is the standard is no the atas food, okay? Okay? The atas food is good in Singapore, those very high-end ones. But the street food, okay, I'm sorry, you're may be too high class for me, but I'm very low class one. I comes not very low class, wrong word to use. I'm very ordinary, my taste. I like hawker food, I like coffee shop food, I like all this. Walao eh, the Malaysian street food there, takong, okay. Yeah. Okay. Then they come to Singapore, the chef come to Singapore, cannot produce the same standard. You know why? Because every damn thing so expensive. They cannot use the same ingredient at a cheap price. So they have to switch to something cheaper. So unless they check out the price. So food there is nicer and cheaper. That already win already lah. Right? So yeah, so I don't care about when I go Malaysia food, I just eat low carbo. Just eat low carbo. Yeah. You all agree with me, right? Just this one thing alone, I go Malaysia and enjoy my life already. Then Malaysia got a lot of hiking places. Can climb mountain. I love fishing. Singapore, where the hell can you go fishing? Singapore, where the hell can you go fishing? Okay, where got fish? Fishing pond, fake one. Malaysia, go fishing everywhere, so can go fishing. Right? Climb mountains, the real mountains. Singapore, Bukit Timah Hill. Okay? Yeah. Okay? So, I tell you a joke. Many years ago, I went to, fishing. The only places you can catch big fish in Singapore are illegal spots. Illegal spots. So I went to one of illegal spots to fish. I won't say where is it. Walao eh. Those days I fished in the spot for many years. I never have anybody kacau me. It's a military area. Walao eh. One day I realized they put those camera. They put those camera on it. Okay. Hello. Hello. That's Kelu. I didn't even
Yeah,
recognize.
I was like staring at him. Now I was like, hello, hello.
That's Kelu. Okay. Say hello,
Hi everybody. Hi.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, I
So
just came back.
a lot of people say they want to hear you sing.
Oh, but you can't.
Why?
But we can't.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
But we can't.
Okay. So can
Unfortunately,
you
unfortunately, we'll get taken down by
you sing one
YouTube.
non-copyright song?
Like, what is a non-copyright song?
The Chinese song.
Sing like one line.
One line.
曾经爱过，曾经痴痴地对你诉说，如今的我，心里的伤痛，有谁明白过？曾在夜里回忆着初恋，悄悄地哭泣，梦醒已见不到你的踪影。
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Yes. Okay,
I'll see you, okay, dear?
I'm not gonna disturb you all.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you
Okay.
very much, everybody. Hi. I'm going home.
Okay. See you, dear. I was like, who's that pretty girl that's walking direction towards me? Then I realized it's my own daughter. Yeah, she's a damn good singer. She's damn good. Today she held back. If not, she'll sing even better. Yes. Yeah. How you fight the Malaysia cendol? How you fight the Penang laksa? How you fight the char kway teow? Yes, if you sing copyrighted song, you'll be taken down. Yeah, taken down as in they will. It's very complex. They'll copyright. They'll copyright issue. Then they'll stop. They'll ban the video from spreading and things like that. Then they ask you for money. Money spread. I don't know. Very complicated. Every time I see that, I see it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I go Malaysia. We go Malaysia. You can have all this fun. Yeah. So you may not know, my children just now, that girl plus two other kids, okay, grew up with Malaysian milk powder. Yeah. You know, Nan. How many of your kids drink Nan? Okay. My kids grew up with Nan, Nan. I think the brand is called Nan. In Singapore, one can, in my time, one can already $40 over already. Yeah, easily. In Malaysia, I buy that at 60% of the price. Yeah, Nan, right? Nan is very expensive. 60% of the price. And my kids all grew up with Malaysian milk. And some people say, oh no, Mr. Lu, Malaysian milk quality bad. Yeah, Malaysian milk quality bad. You stupid ass. I always get this. You stupid ass. Your Malaysian quality is bad. You know what will happen? When you buy Malaysian milk, the kids growth growth will be impacted and things like that. So guess what? Okay, my three kids, ani tua, ani gao. I mean, they're not like, I don't see they are any worse off. Yeah. So Malaysian milk is great also. Yeah. So how to fight, right? So I Malaysia, I also want to enjoy Singapore life. Singapore life also good. My family and children are all here and things like that. So I've decided maybe 3 days there, 4 days here, or 4 days here, 4 days there, 3 days here, that kind of thing. Just straddle. So that kind of life, you get best of both worlds. Why not, right? Yeah. And the best part is, the houses there are so cheap. So cheap. The houses there are so cheap. You can either rent a house or buy a house there. That is like, wow, I couldn't even be bothered about my 1 day fluctuation in my stock prices. My portfolio can buy one bungalow already. So I couldn't be bothered. Yeah. Okay. Your wife not going with me? Of course, my wife going with me lah. Oh yes, yes. My children's diaper all bought there as well. Yeah. So yes. At that age of retirement, you still got energy to have mistress. You very good lah. You know, at the age some medicine also useless already. Okay. Sorry, guys, a bit, yeah. Okay. Okay. So I think it's a yeah. I think it's a no regret move. Yeah, it's a no regret move. To have a best of both worlds. Yeah. So so if you Oh, so my daughter. Okay. Yeah, uh, if you just have a straddle of lifestyle, a bit of Singapore, a bit of Malaysia, a bit of Singapore, Malaysia, very good for it. Yeah. So this coming Monday, I'm not selling anything. I'm not selling houses there. I'll just show you my adventure. How about that? Yeah, I think a lot of y'all might like it. I think I'll like it. Yeah. I was After I did my hair transplant, then I was realized that I can get my hair transplant done in Malaysia at I don't know 60% of the price or something like that. Anyway, okay, uh, okay. So no, I want JB is because it's very near to Singapore. I can just drive in, drive out. Otherwise, I got to take flight and all this. Very leceh. Okay. I'm staying at Horizon Hill. Really? How is Horizon Hill? Is it a nice place? I thought it's too far away from the city. Maybe some people like it. Uh, uh, yeah, some people go in just to buy milk and pump petrol and all this. No, I wasn't thinking about that. But it's quite fun in life. I go also talk about fishing. Okay, talk about fishing. So just now, then there was once I went illegal spot fish near a military training ground. Then after I fished there for 10 years, nothing happened. One day they installed the video camera. I didn't even see the video camera. Next minute, I started casting my rod. Guess what? Two police turned up. Wow, kena warning, chase out of the place. Copy down my IC. One more time, Mr. Lu. Wow, that's it. So, okay, sorry. A bit unstable now, is it? Okay, I'm so sorry. Wait. Okay, is it better now? Okay. Oh no, actually, I'll try to get a stable stick. How about that? Okay, one more time, Mr. Lu, you might get famous on newspaper. So after that day, I gave up fishing in Singapore. Uh, the other type of fishing I can go fishing in. I actually wanted to. There is a place called Sanibong Cove. It's like Sentosa Cove like that. It's quite nice. One of my relatives has a house there, but the houses there are very very big. 3 stories, 7 rooms or something like that. It's just me and my wife staying. My wife said, "You go and buy the house and yourself. You say go and stay there yourself because the house too big. The Kuga Bay Sea. Second problem, the house is too near the sea. Then all her furniture and her jewelry and handbags, I don't think will be spoiled. She asked me go and fly kite. Bo pian. Always got this dream of having a house just beside the river or sea. I can cast a fishing line down and fish. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. I think uh, is it a lot of Singaporeans staying in 71 Cove? Yeah, but I've never been there. I'm gonna go there and take a look, and I'll show you all the place. How about that? Okay. Uh, my time management fantastic. No lah. I take advantage of every opportunity I have to do a lot of things. If I'm not live streaming you now, my walking time is used to spend to do other things. Yeah. So okay. So weekend homes, yes. So you may not realize it. I already walked for 1 hour already, right? So I clocked about 6,000 steps already. 6,000 steps. So very nice. I heard Malaysia cowboy town. Wait till you see Europe. Last time I also feel wow, Malaysia very dangerous, very dangerous. Then I went to Europe. After that, JB looks like a paradise. Yeah. Hello, in Europe, how many times me and my wife kena targeted? Do you know that? I think we've been targeted 10 over times, man. Targeted 10 over times by pickpockets and all this. It makes Malaysia look like nothing, man. Yeah. So uh, what tracker do I use? I just use the Apple one. West side is better. Nusa Jaya. Uh, oh, is it? Okay, I will definitely go there and take a look. Uh, I can take my time. Now, when you buy a house, I think I don't buy a lot of houses, so I better don't say I'm a professional. But I think that I can take my time and slowly go and hop, right. For me, I buy and write off the whole investment, so it's okay. Okay, yeah, okay, good. Now some of you say, "Wow, Mr. Liu, so cheap." No, 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 no. The houses there are really very cheap, really very cheap, unbelievably cheap. Even a condo there, the prices have fallen by 70% or something like that. Yeah. So I think there's a limit. Is condo, I think, needs to be above 500,000. Landed needs to be above 1 million. Uh, is it Forest City? You buy two, give one free. Give so many free, also useless. Yeah, I also don't know what to do with it. Don't think I rent out. I only got one backside. My wife got a backside. How many house can we stay? Yeah, children won't come with us lah. They have their own life already. Huh? Landed house around 1 million can get. In fact, below 1 million so can get, but we are not qualified. Sanibong seafood restaurant beside the sea. Oh wow. Don't touch Forest City. Okay, yes. Don't buy Malaysian condo. Yeah, I don't buy Malaysian condo. I think I'm buying a landed if I ever do it. Mm. Yes, if you own a Malaysian house, the Singapore government will consider you owning multiple property, and I cannot apply for BTO again. But it's okay. I don't think I don't think I entitled to apply for BTO. I think. Mm. Rent first, west side. We have a few. Okay. Yeah, maybe I stay in this place a bit, stay in that place a bit, and see how it goes. Yeah. Why not? Why not recommend to buy a Malaysian condo? Malaysian landed at least got hope of value protection. Condo cannot sell. No chance. No chance. You agree with me? Those people who are familiar, no chance of selling. Zero chance. Big fat hope. Zero chance of selling. Yeah. And I mean, here I already stay. To me, stay in HDB and condo. To me, it's the same. I know to some. I don't mean to insult those people stay in condo. To me, I stay in HDB. I stay in condo. No difference. Want to go Malaysia? Go stay in landed house. No demand for condo in JB. Yeah, you're right. I think if you want returns, then go KL. But KL so far away. Yeah, landed easy break in. That's where I think it's important to stay in a gated community, where it's a lot safer. And second thing is don't put expensive or valuable things inside. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. It's nice chit chatting with you. I feel them high and very. Does your neighbors know that you're millionaires? I think all my neighbors are millionaires. They all drive bigger cars than me. Okay. Yeah. Uh, in Singapore, I don't know how to say this without sounding offensive to some people. There's a hell lot of millionaires in Singapore, okay. Yeah, it's no big deal. Can you all go to my 1965 community in Telegram? Look for 1M6 Lu 1M65 in Telegram. There are a lot of community experts there now have outdone me in CPF. I used to think that I damn good in CPF, man. Recently I don't dare how already. Hmm. There's a lot of them, their CPF more million over dollars. Yeah. Mm. Mount Austin is a good place. That's my prime location, yeah, because some of my family members some of my relatives are there. Mm. How do you define millionaire? Yeah, let's not go into that discussion. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of different people define differently. I don't want to go in a discussion. Then later have a dispute and people say, then it's become an emotional topic. Yeah. My point is there's a lot of very, very rich people in Singapore. Yeah. Mr. Lu is a very ordinary one. Look at my shirt. The shirt I wear, I got no brand on it. Yeah. Taman Molik, the restaurant there is good. Don't go for city. Nobody staying there, right? There's a ghost city. That's what I was told as well. Yeah. Okay. Mm. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Yes. For JB, Singaporeans minimum must have gated community. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. After I buy it, I forget about whole place. Not forget, just write off the whole investment. Then I don't think of wow, value got go up, go down, then heart pain, guys said, no, no need. My place look like Jurong East. I am in Jurong East. Yeah, this is called Togan Estate. Yeah. It's just a HDB flat. Lah. This is where I stay. Some of you don't believe I stay in HDB. I stay in HDB. Lah. Yeah. Mm. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Stay HDB. And I want to dispel the image that millionaires need to own big houses, must have condo, must have landed property, must have multiple house, uh, must have big cars, must live luxury life, eat at restaurant, wear expensive clothes, use expensive watches, that kind of thing. No lah, absolutely rubbish. Yeah, right. The rich people, you know, you are allowed to live any aspect of life. I don't want to impose my life on you, but I live, okay? I live in HCB. I drive a Honda 1.5 liter car, okay? Uh, you know, yeah, I don't think I'm poor, okay? I live very happily. I wear simple clothes, Yes, I do sell luxury items as well, but I wear simply. I live simply. Just now, I came back, touched down, changed up, went for an interview with MediaCorp, quickly rushed back home. I brought my son has a nights out from his camp. Has a nights out. I quickly went to have dinner with him from army camp. You know where we go for dinner? Newton Circle, our favorite place. The Olwa there and the carrot cake. I love it, man. Yeah. So this is my lifestyle. I'm not saying that for those people want to be safe in, want to have a good life, want to have a atas life, whatever. Go ahead. But for me, this kind of lifestyle enough. Okay. Yes, and for those people who think that I'm poor, I don't think I'm very rich. But I'm definitely not poor lah. So, but I know I think I stay this kind of life. I'm quite happy. Yeah, be at peace yourself. I tell you what is the true measure of wealth. The true measure of wealth and success is when is when I have a video on it. Please go and watch it. Yeah, when you have all the people who you want to who wants you value, okay, all the people that you value, okay, are loving you, and you have a chance to love them. You have a chance to pursue your passions. You have no worries of no worries in your life monetarily, and most importantly, you have good health. That is the true measure of success already. Yeah, that's the best already. So once you can achieve that, that's enough already. Yes. Okay. So yeah, so I think that's what we should all aspire for. You don't need to, you know, I don't think, I don't think you need to go and pursue some of the luxuries of life lah. Okay, all right, good. Okay, so I recognize it's very very late at 12:30. So thank you for walking with me. We've walked for 70 minutes already. So I think today my 12 kilometers have been hit for sure already. I really appreciate you guys joining me. Please give a like. Join us our Telegram page, and you get updates of finance stuff and things like that. Okay, and I'll see you next time. Okay, thank you and good night, everybody. Okay, good night, everybody. Yes, yeah, simple lifestyle. Simple and fulfilling lifestyle. No worries, good health, wonderful family that loves you and things like that. Yeah. No. Morning I walk, as in afternoon I walk already. In the airport I walk and all this walk. So collectively, 12 km. Yeah. Okay. Good. Do you agree government needs to implement more measure, bring down property prices? I agree. I've talked about it already. Okay. Good night, everybody. Okay. Good night, everybody. Okay. Good night, Jason, Chilin. Good night to you. Uh. Okay. Jasmine. Good night. Hin Leong. Good night. Okay. Good night, everybody. Okay. Really appreciate you guys. Joining me for this walk and talk. Okay, good night. Okay, good night. Good night.